find your lack of faith disturbing.
Enough of this. Vader, release him.
Sadia Khan is a fraud. She has been talking shit on me for years after I refused to platform her on Fresh and Fit because of her entitled attitude. She was just exposed for allegedly cheating with an engaged man as a side piece.
She belongs to the streets.
Years ago, I called her out of being in a long-term relationship and presenting herself as a high-value woman, despite the fact that I knew for certain she was actually single and purposely lying on every podcast.
Why lying for?
The worst part, men take her seriously, spending thousands on her consultations. Let me be clear, gentlemen, female dating coaches advising men are generally ineffective. Because women cannot fully empathize with their male experience, they will never live it or truly understand it. Never ask a fish how to fish, ask the fisherman.
My nigga.
Then Andrew Tate replies by calling her blowjobs pretty trash, which is kind of hilarious.
If you have an attitude, and I can do it today if I want to.
Go on.
And I can do it on your wedding day and your birthday.
Okay, well,
and
we'll
the days
see.
After.
Okay.
I've been in situations where he's been with you in a social setting. He'll call me after. What are you going to do about it after?
So yeah, pretty crazy recording, and it's not even done there, but this is a conversation between Sadia Khan after she was discovered to be in the side piece of an engaged man, and his fiance confronting her following the screenshots and texts that got exposed. And this is Sadia's reply: yes, I did it and I'll do it again.
Go on.
And I can do it on your wedding day and your birthday.
Okay, well,
and the
we'll
days
see.
After.
Okay.
I've been in situations where he's been with you in a social setting. He'll call me after. What are you going to do about it after?
Now this is a pretty big scandal considering who she is and what she stands for. And Sadia Khan doesn't want you to know that. She preaches on her page and her content that she is a high value woman and more women should be like her. And with this tactic, she's earned thousands. But let's dive deeper and uncover the woman she really is.
But yeah, we can have sex on Saturday.
Shut up, man.
Have fun. See you soon, gorgeous. You owe me dick, by the way.
Coming to give it to you. Wait there.
I'm waiting. But let's aim for not going back, though.
You never left.
No, babe. You never left.
Nah, I'm getting you pregnant.
Might as well.
Not looking after it, though.
What could go wrong except everything?
The main thing I would say to be a high value woman is always you have ability to reject attention.
Babe, when can I have sex? You are so long and I need a substitute.
Pause.
The third step towards becoming a high value woman, and this is genuinely so important, it's self-awareness. Now,
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
only one thing that all women want.
What are you going to do about it after kids?
Okay, but who's seen Goob call out Sadia Khan on his Instagram? Who heard the voicemail? Because why would someone that claims to want to help women, be high-value women, willingly go and be some dude's side chick when he's engaged?
If you have an attitude, and I can do it today if I want to.
Go
And I
on.
can do it on your wedding day.
So this is the guy that Sadia Khan claims to be her supposed husband, but he doesn't even follow her. He doesn't even have any of her pictures on his profile. And when you look at his following list, there's just a bunch of OnlyFans girls.
I did a story on her the other day because she edits her videos and I thought it was very funny. I criticized her in the video because it was very obvious that she puts waist filters on any video where her full body is shown, and in a lot of her videos she's talking about how much self-confidence she has. But when I called her out, she lost her goddamn mind. It's now been about 48 hours and she has spent the last 2 days accusing my followers of being animal addicts, being cheaters, being prostitutes, and everything in between. But today she started a new trend. These are videos that my followers sent me. This person left a comment on her page, and she tried to call them via audio 4 or 5 times. And then when they wouldn't pick up, she left the threatening message that you'll see scroll by here: pick up, or I'm gonna post your address online. And here's another one from another one of my following. Pick up, don't be scared. Don't be scared, pick up, calling over and over and over and over again.
Now, apart from being a complete charlatan, liar and scammer, she's also not the very nicest to her fans. and what she says in her comments. Or under their comments, I should say. Photoshop a bit better, Karen. We can see the curves in the wall. Not everyone is raised to be a slut. Shut up. My content isn't for hoes. Get off my page. Now, she uses a lot of buzzwords, you know, that could relate to herself. Because she photoshops and she's commented under someone else's page, so not Photoshop. Stupid. She sleeps with married men when they're engaged, and she's calling other people a slut.
She belongs to the streets.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you call delusion.
Another criticism that I see in your videos is you're not a professional.
Yeah, and the thing, I've tried so hard. Like, no other therapist online will have to release their data to everybody. I've even put my qualifications online. I've even, luckily, because Dubai, in order to work in Dubai, they have to police check your qualifications. I've even put the police check on there.
Stop the cap.
Well, guess what? It's even been exposed that all of her qualifications are fake and photoshopped.
Was your master's at UCL ever on your website, or is there any of it online? That's what I guess I'm asking.
I put them up, I think like for a week or two, because I was getting so many trolls, but then it just got worse because they were just like, you're faking it, it's not real. And even though it's notarized, I even added the notarization on there, but they just won't believe it. And even though I got my work experience to show that you need these things in order to be, you know, hired for that particular position, they won't believe it.
But for whatever reason, I guess people pulled this up and then they were like zoning in on this and they were claiming this is fake. And I'm like, I don't think that's the case. But I guess when you had this up, I guess it kind of saved the picture and these people kept it.
And I can get that everything for you. If you need anything notarized, I can put everything sent to you. I can also give you just the number that comes with it, and you can just double check the number. But they, like I said, they're super, super dedicated. They will look for everything and anything. Can you see if there's any more? Because I think it was a story post, but I can't remember. Was there more? Is there more things
No, I think the first thing they did is they just flagged us and they're like, this is photoshopped. And it looks like it might have been. So that's why I think some people got...
Okay, no problem. I can send all the details for that as well if you need. And is this one as well that they've...
No, I think it was... This one. This is the one.
Okay. Okay. No problem. I can send that as well. If they need anything, this is for the advanced CBT. Okay, advanced CBT.
Yeah, I guess the question was like the British Psychological Society. I guess they didn't really have an association with the Center of Excellence.
The certificate is likely real, as in from COE, but it's not a legitimate credential for psychology practice. The BPS logo is extremely misleading.
To give herself a more legitimate claim is she's photoshopped all of these certificates together to make it seem like it's hers and she's qualified enough.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I guess the question was like the British Psychological Society. I guess they didn't really have an association with the Center of Excellence. And so they questioned how these things were like merged together.
When you are BPS accredited, what that simply means is that organization has put it through BPS and they've approved of it. I can send any details for that if that needs it.
The logo placement at the top is misleading. The British Psychological Society is shown. The BPS does not recognize COE courses as valid qualifications for psychology practice.
Me personally, I feel like as a Muslim woman who's got brown skin, the moment you come up in their world, just like Jay Shetty, the moment we come up and you're not looking like them, they automatically assume that you're not real. You'll see white content creators, white coaches, the Matthew Husseys or the other kind of coaches in the world. Nobody asks, checks, cares what their background is. They just assume that they're perfect. But when you're of color, or particularly in my position, I felt like a woman, and you know, as long as you're not super old or you're not white, you simply can't be qualified.
I definitely hear what you're saying earlier in regards to maybe other content creators, maybe those of a different complexion, not receiving the same kind of scrutiny. But from my knowledge, I think you're probably one of the only content creators in this space who I think is like considered a psychologist, at least at this degree and this level. And so I think because you have this added title, I think there's a little bit of extra added scrutiny because the title does carry some weight, right? A lot of these people are uneducated or don't have any kind of background that's officialized.
Now this just goes to show how sick, demented and deluded a human being is capable of becoming, because he's been exposed countless of times again and again You've been exposed for photoshopping even your qualifications. You've been exposed for being everything you preach not to be. Sleeping with another man while he's married and engaged, and proudly saying you would do it again to the woman who confronts you about it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not just a dating coach. This is a bad person, a bad human being, a charlatan who's most definitely starting to believe her own lies. I mean, just look at her eyes as she even defends herself, defends these false claims, and she just keep it like, it's sick, it's sickening. Okay? But like I've always said, the world's gone mad, so join us as we uncover the modern day delusion of our damned society.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Enough of this. Vader, release him.